This is going to be a big one. This is going to need like a thumbnail with me with a hammer like, oh, can Destiny 2 be fixed? Can Bungie fix Destiny 2? Can Activision fix Destiny 2? Can Vicarious Visions fix Destiny 2? I want to break down my opinion, my thoughts. And, before I get into it, if you hate the game, if you're going to come in here and just be like, no, they won't fix it, it's broken, just wait. Just wait. I want you to hear me out. I want you to listen to me, because I know that a lot of people hate on Destiny 2 out of passion. They do. They hate on the game because they love it, and they want it to be so good, and they're infuriated that it's not in the place that they want it to be. Just wait. Just watch the video, listen to what I have to say, and let's just jump right into it. Do I think Destiny 2 is going to be fixed? Yes. Now, that's a pretty easy statement. Of course, it's a huge company with a ton of funding, with a ton of skill. Will they fix the game eventually? Yeah, I think. I'd hope. I'd fucking hope. But the big question, and the one that I keep getting frequently in my chat, is will September fix Destiny 2? And that one's a little bit tougher, because even though I went to the Destiny Summit, I don't know everything. But what I do know is the things that I saw I was very impressed with. And when I was talking to the devs about what additional things are coming, I was thinking to myself, holy shit, that sounds really good. Or, oh my goodness, yeah, great. And I wish I could get my hands on it, but I hope that's what E3 is for. So with E3, I think that they're going to showcase more stuff with the Comet update, or the DLC that's coming in September. And if they showcase what I've heard is coming, and it's actually in the game, and it's actually there, and people are getting to play it and get their hands on it, I think you're going to see a very drastic and very immediate shift from the community. There are some kind of key pillars that people complain about. One of them is like subclass customization. One of them is the weapon system. One of them is time to kill. One of them is the end game. And so if they can knock a few of these out of the park right away, if they can at least let us know that it's coming for September, I think a lot of people are going to be excited, because those are major things. Someone like myself complains about end game PvE activities, but for the most part, I care a lot more about PvP. Is PvP fun? Is the weapon system fun? Are the classes fun? Are there cool supers? Things like that. So if I saw those things going at E3, I would be like, yep, I'm excited. I'm going to be playing this game. Where if there's someone who likes to do more raids or things like that, like someone like a Dado, if they see some endgame stuff, they're going to be like, yep, the game is fixed. I'm good. I don't even give a shit about the PvP. Let's go. So, I think it's a unique thing where you can actually please quite a large player base with quite basic changes. You don't have to fix everything to get a large portion of people, because there are a lot of very hardcore PvP people that are, like the sweat community, that might come back with this update. There's also a large community of PvE people that have dipped that might come back with the update, depending on what they add. And if they are so bold, and from what I've heard, this DLC is going to be larger or similar size to Taken King, which was like the biggest update of all of Destiny, then, there's a good chance that everyone is coming back. Now, there comes the point where people say, no, I've invested too much money in this game, I don't want to touch it, I don't want to play. But I think there is also a large amount of people that are just saying that. And when they see a massively cool update, they're going to be like, what's another 20, 30, 40 bucks? Because if it's great, if it's awesome, you can take that 20, 30, 40 bucks and you can invest 1,000 hours into the game in a way that you couldn't before in the base Destiny 2 experience, right? So cost to time value, or whatever you want to call it, is pretty good in that situation. If they make the game way better, tremendously better, then it's going to kind of make sense to spend the money on it. If there's no brand new games that you want to dive into, then it's a very obvious option. But that's a what if. That's a what if. Is the game going to be better, Michael? I'm skirting around the issue. Is the game going to be better? Is September going to fix it? And in my honest opinion, from what I've seen and from what I've played and what game mode is coming and what they're doing with the weapon system and things like that, even though I didn't get the full breakdown, I didn't get to have my hands on it for an extended period of time. Yeah. Yeah. I think so. I think that it's going to hit a point where there's going to be a resounding change in the tone of the community where they're going to say, oh, wow, they added this. 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 What the hell? Whoa. Where right now I think there's a lot of people that are feeling like Destiny 2 is not hitting the mark. I think that what they're bringing in September and what we've discussed, it has wow factor, which is nice because I have not had any wow factor in a long time. When I was at the summit and when I was, I don't know what this is. What is this? Huh? What is this hand movement? When I was at the summit and talking with some of the devs there and discussing like what we didn't see, what was coming, I was very excited. And I am very excited. And I know that sometimes I'm hard on this game because I am very passionate, but I've seen some major changes even in the way that Bungie and Activision are responding to us. They flew us out to the summit to discuss the game. They were extremely candid at this summit, right? Even if I was putting up my hand being like, hey, what's wrong with the end game? The response was so good and articulated, and they said, here's why we made these changes. And we realized maybe they were wrong, but here's how we're going to fix it. Stuff like that. They didn't back down from anything. They didn't, nothing. We attacked them with comments, and they came back and said, okay, here's our plan to fix it. Do you like that plan? And lots of the time, they'd be like, yeah, that's good. Or we'd be like, no, this needs to change. And they'd be like, okay, let's rework it. Let's talk about it. They're coming at it from a place of passion as well. So even though I'm raging here, oh, fix this, fix that, from a place of passion, they're actively going, how are we going to do it? What are we going to do? From a different place of passion, from a place where they can actually change the game and build the game. So seeing that obvious want to make Destiny 2 better excites me because I'm the guy that wants to change. And so seeing them just as excited or passionate about wanting to change the game, it has me optimistic. I think a lot of people that came back from the summit were optimistic. And knowing the content that's coming and seeing the passion behind them, and knowing that I don't know everything about the DLC, it's hard not to think, yep, September is probably going to fix a lot of shit. September is probably going to bring back a large amount of the player base. Now you have to remember, it probably won't bring everyone back because there are some people that kind of one and done games, right? They played the campaign, they're like, that was the game for me, I'm done. I play a little bit of PvP, I'm done. Someone like myself, with the game Doom, right? Doom was an awesome game, and there was PvP in it, but I played like 2 matches. I played the campaign, that was what the game was for me, and that's what Destiny is for some people. Do the campaign, do a couple missions, done. They will never come back to the game. But there are people like you that's watching this video that's sitting there that hasn't played in 4 months, but you want to play, you want to jump back in, and so I'm hoping that people like you get that itch scratched. I'm hoping that they bring enough that someone like you is like, yes, thank God they fixed that, or thank goodness they changed that, or finally they brought that. And I'm hoping, again, this is speculation, but I am hoping that a lot of us are pleasantly surprised, because if they bring exactly what I know about, I think I'm going to be happy. And if they bring more than that, then fuck yes. Hell yeah. I sound like I'm really hyping things up. But I want to be honest with you where my head is at. Do I have doubts at times? Yeah, of course. Because I think it would be stupid to just be hyped up and on a hype train. I think that anyone watching this video should be cautious. And if you are really on the fence, you should wait for reviews. And you should wait for reviews from people like SkillUp. Do you guys know SkillUp? I'm going to put his link in the description. You should wait for a review from someone like SkillUp because he really dives into things. And he's been very tough on the game and critiqued it. But it's also from a place of as I've said 50 times today, passion. The guy loved the game, and he feels a little bit scorned by it, I think. And he doesn't want people jumping in and wasting money when the game isn't in a place that it should be. And if he reviews the game and says, yep, it's amazing, they've made so many good changes, good on you, Bungie, that's when you know. Because he did the same thing for The Division. When The Division was struggling, he did a review and said, if this game, there's so many issues, broke them down. But then when they fixed them, he came back and said, finally, the game is in a place that it should be. And so someone with a review like that, I think, if you're on the fence, I would wait for something like that. I guess E3 will also be a very good indicator of what's to come. And, maybe going into this DLC, we'll have more information than we ever have before. They like to cloud things and leave a lot of surprises, but it does seem that Bungie and Activision have been a little bit more open with us. They want us to know what's coming so we can be hyped up about it and excited about it. And instead of having this veil of mystery, it does seem that they're being a little bit more direct, this is what's coming, this is when we're doing it, here's the roadmap, and that's exciting for someone like myself, so I can plan and think, is this going to be good? Is it going to be better? I also wanted to just show you really quickly, just this. So, I just tweeted this the other day, but I've noticed a lot more on Twitter that devs at Bungie have been a lot more responsive with the community. This guy named Lunars, I think I mentioned this in my video yesterday, he tweeted out about a hand cannon, and then True Vanguard is like, yeah, that seems weird, and he tweeted at Josh Hamrick and Noosk, and they both replied within a minute, and they're like, ooh, that does seem weird, let's check it out, and then Noosk comes in, and he's like, yeah, I think that's a bug, and we've already fixed it. That's cool. And then you had, it's kind of cut off, but Derek Carroll, Mantis, he's one of the PvP, design leads, if you will. He was talking about solo Iron Banner and how the Fireteam matchmaking, where Fireteams match Fireteams, solo match solo, approximately, as best they can, it's not activated. And instead of sugarcoating it and being like, oh, there's a bug, or da-da, he just flat out said, it's not activated. There's no Fireteam matchmaking right now, but we're adding it. We're trying to add it by the end of the week. And shit like that has me excited, because instead of these PR responses or trying to soften the blow, they're just blunt. That looks like a bug. We're going to fix it. That's not activated. We're going to add it. Stuff like that has me very excited for the future. And so when you put it all together, the Summit event, the communication there, the communication on Twitter, what we actually played and saw at the Summit event, what we discussed is coming at the Summit event, what I'm sure they're going to show at E3, I think we're going to have a very good picture of the future of Destiny, and it's going to be easier to make that decision, is the game going to be fixed? But from what I know, from what I've seen, from how I'm feeling, from the tone of the developers, I think it's going to be fixed. I think a lot of people are going to be excited for September. Now, I'm putting a lot of weight on my shoulders saying something like that, and you can call me out, and you can be a cautious consumer. And, would I be lying if I said I fucking hope that the game is good? I do. I still like making content on the game. And when everyone's bumped up and pumping up and happy in the chat, it's a lot easier for me. Do you know how depressing it is when I post a video and the comments are just like, Destiny's dead, fucking move on? It doesn't make it easier, but if September comes along and I make guides on these new guns or new things or new whatever, and people are like, hey, thanks for the video. Hey, great. Oh, awesome. I just started playing again. That's a lot easier to make videos. It's a lot more exciting. So I'm hoping and praying that people are excited about this DLC as much as I think I am. I mean, I'm literally going off of speculation of what I think is coming, but for right now, I am excited. I hope E3 really showcases it. That's the big thing. And then I don't know if there'll be a Gamescom in Germany. I hope they show even more there. I really hope at these big conventions, they come with a force and they're like, this is what's coming. And then this is what's coming. And then you put them together and you got a really good game. So, that's it for me. Wow, this is a longer video than I expected. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys very soon. I love ya. Share this with a friend. Don't shit talk me in the comments. Please. Thanks. Bye.